How's everybody doing? Cheer up. She just got an armpit tickle. We are making...
Go ahead.
No, we are making teamwork here. Don't be upset about the armpit tickle, babe.
It was like a really crazy way to start the video.
It's okay. It's fun for everybody else, except for you.
Alright, so we just got back from the gym. We are making one of our weekly staples, veggie chili. This one's going to be kind of more like a veggie.
We're adding some extra stuff in here that we don't normally do.
Yeah, like all kinds of stuff in the crock pot.
So we just had it last week and we wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit.
Switch it up a little bit. So this is like really good vegetable soup last week from this place called Mom's, and then we also had a really good veggie chili from Whole Foods. So we kind of tried to like duplicate it at one point.
Yep.
And we've been doing it like pretty much every week. We do this on Sundays, and then we usually just put it in the crock pot, let it cook, and then put the whole crock pot like right in the fridge. And then if we have like 1 or 2 nights during the week that we're like really, really busy, we'll take it out, throw the crock pot on for like an hour, and then we've got dinner for like 2 to 3 nights. So this week we happen to have a marriage meeting on Wednesday, and then I think usually just one other night we just have it. So we're gonna show you how to make our veggie chili.
All right, we're gonna start chopping over here. Kathy already did the onions. We're getting ready to do the peppers.
So we have here. This is like probably about 2 cups.
Well, you could edit this part out. What I'm saying to you right now, but this could be the thing where we like, boom, we show us doing it, and you put the music on, and it's like.
Oh yeah, good idea. Okay, well let's not like waste this time because
okay, sorry.
Editing it takes a really, really long time.
Yeah, but you edited it, not me. So go ahead, continue.
We have about 2 cups of chopped onions here. They're like about like this big, like about the size of like a quarter maybe, except not round. I would say they're diced.
Diced.
No, wait, diced would be like, yeah, like diced. Can I get these in there? I'm sorry. We didn't really set up very well. I got one more load. And yes, we're chopping on our counters. Sorry for all those counter lovers out there. All right, so about 2 cups of chopped onions.
2 bell peppers.
We are using green bell peppers.
Green bell peppers.
And chopping them up about probably like the same size, maybe a little bit bigger than the onions. I watched you when I said the same size as the onions. Can we just talk about this for a minute? I said the same size as the onions, and he had like a really big piece chopped, and then he's like, oh. And he started to adjust the sizing, and then I'm like, well, maybe a little bit bigger. So then he went back to the normal size. Too funny. All right. So I'm going to reach in the fridge.
You know what we should probably do too, babe? Is get the tomatoes in here now, because remember it's hard to get in there after all the stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we found out a couple times, we forget to put we do a can of crushed tomatoes and a can of diced tomatoes.
What we're using here is, yes, the no salt added 2 Rosso crushed tomatoes and 1 can of the diced tomatoes.
So you should put them in at the beginning, because there's usually a lot of stuff in the crock pot, and to pour it in at the end is kind of a...
Yeah, it doesn't like get all in the nooks and crannies very well, and sometimes it like boils over. These are 28-ounce cans. They're the really big cans. So again, we just use 2 of these. You could also, if you wanted to use the smaller cans, you can use 4 of them. And you can use anything. You could use tomato sauce, tomato paste, whatever you prefer. But we like the crushed and the diced, just because then you get the really big pieces of like the tomato in there. And again, this time we got the 2 Rosso. I think that's how you say it, brand. But we will normally just get whatever ones we can find with no salt added. There's not like a certain brand that we prefer.
Yeah. All right.
Or whatever's on sale.
We also
we like to be price savvy as well.
So.
Hey, that's a good idea for a video, babe. We could do one on how to like weekly budgeting.
Hey, babe, try not to talk too much, because we're gonna have to edit this part out, and that's a pain. I'm gonna have to lower this down. Do we have a lid for this?
Oh, is it boiling?
Yeah.
Oh. We're also meal prepping for the week. So, this is interesting. So we got this new grain. It's called einkorn. It was at Wegmans, but then we got home and I looked it up, and I realized that I think it's the same thing as wheat berries. So we are boiling 1 cup of einkorn or wheat berries and 1 cup of barley, and then we mix that. We let it cook, and then we put that in the fridge, and we use that as a base for our breakfast during the week. So like, a lot of the times Steven will do. Oh no! Oh yeah, this is crushed tomatoes.
Where are the garbanzo beans?
In the back. In the back. I think second shelf.
So normally we just do black beans, but like we said, we had it earlier this week, so we wanted to kind of liven it up. So we're doing a can of black beans and a can of garbanzo beans.
A clan of garbanzo.
We try to get the beans without the salt added as well, but sometimes it's hard to find. So these do not have salt in there.
An exception to the rule. An exception to the rule. So we have some spinach here. This is organic baby spinach, and it's starting to get like a little gooey, so we're gonna throw that in here too.
Normally we don't have that in here, but we figured, you know what, why not?
We're gonna use it up.
And we just pour the whole can in too, like the
juice and everything right in.
Right in there.
Sometimes the beans like stick to the bottom, so you might have to take like a spoon or something and kind of like scoop them out. We also have these shredded carrots, which I got last week, and they're also starting to get like a little gooey, so I think I'm gonna throw those in here too. Is that okay with you? I didn't clear that with the boss yet.
Oh yeah, like.
Sorry.
Like I'm the boss.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be really good. I think the carrots will add a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh, this hasn't been opened yet?
No.
Ooh.
No, it hasn't.
All right, so I'm gonna add just a big handful of spinach.
That's gonna cook to like nothing.
Yeah, it will cook up to like nada. Is that everything?
No, we gotta get the sweet potatoes in there.
Oh yeah, sweet potatoes. Uh-oh.
What are we doing, 2 in there?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
It'll fit.
It'll fit.
Because that spinach is gonna turn into nothing.
Yeah. Now I'm also grabbing some, we have this minced garlic that we buy. It's like a really big container. This is also a 32-ounce container. So I'm just gonna put like probably two big like tablespoons of that in there.
I'm gonna rinse off these sweet potatoes and just kind of clean them off a little bit. Kathy has an issue with cleaning vegetables off. She doesn't clean them.
The issue is she just doesn't.
And there's nothing like a bowl of chili when you get like little crunchy pieces of sand at the bottom. Mmm.
Texture.
All right.
Texture.
So this is about the size you want the sweet potatoes to be cut.
And what happens with the sweet potatoes is they get so soft in this that when you go to like stir it after like 4 or 5 hours, they kind of just like, I don't know, they kind of disintegrate a little bit and create just this like really nice like sweet, almost like a broth, but it's not because it's like thick. Okay, so the garlic is in. That was like, I put 3 scoops in, but it was the equivalent of about like 2 like heaping tablespoons. But the joy of like crock pot cooking is, I feel like you really can't mess it up. Like, you can't, unless you were to put like a hot dog in here, you really can't mess it up. Like,
well, a hot dog in there actually might be pretty good.
You can do it sometime. When I'm gone, when we have kids and I go away, like we were talking. Steven said last night that when we have kids and I go away, he's gonna get.
Because I like to have cheat nights every now and then with the food.
We do have cheat. We have a cheat night every week.
She's like, yeah, but we could have like turkey meatballs and.
I said we were gonna have meatballs in the fridge all the time in the freezer, and then I said, well.
Turkey meatballs. And then I said, all right, well, when you go away to like see your mom or something, I will make beef meatballs.
No, he said when I go away, he's going to make lasagna. And then I looked at him, I said, homemade lasagna? And he said, yeah. And I said, why aren't you going to make homemade lasagna when I'm there? And he said, because you're not going to eat it. And I said, but I want lasagna. So now, even before we have kids, he's talking about when we have kids and I go away. Isn't that nice?
Okay.
We had an egg explosion on our stove.
Yeah. We were
hard boiling eggs and there's like water all over. It was an egg explosion.
Dracula. All right.
Egg-tacular?
Yeah, like spectacular, egg-tacular.
Egg-splosion isn't much.
Yeah, but it was an egg-tacular egg-splosion.
Egg-tacular. Okay, all right.
So she just put in cumin.
Oh, yeah.
And
Cumin.
I'm putting in some dark chili powder.
Oh, these? So we're really bad, but we just like eyeball. It looks like I have no eyebrows. Like, there's like nothing there.
Yeah, this tastes different every single time we make it.
It literally
there's
tastes
no
different.
rhyme or reason. I'm going to put a little bit of chipotle chili powder in there for the smokiness and a little bit of spice. I'm not going to put a ton in because Kathy doesn't like it too spicy.
One time we made it and it was so spicy.
Stop teasing.
We had.
See how she keeps looking back? She wants to see how much I'm putting in.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
So
hey, babe,
cumin,
look over there.
Cumin, smoked. Oh
Well,
no.
just chipotle powder, but
Chipotle
chipotles,
powder.
for those who don't know, chipotles are just smoked jalapeno peppers. So it's a smoked jalapeno pepper that's dried and
Cinnamon.
we're putting in some cinnamon. This might sound weird, but it adds a ton of flavor.
Ooh, did you want to add some honey this time too?
Ooh, wait till like the summertime comes around and you guys can see how I make my rub and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's another one. I'm putting in some coarse black pepper. And then I think we're going to put some honey in.
Oh, okay. That's new. But
Different.
hey, I'm okay with that.
Well, actually, you know what I was thinking? We have this orange marmalade. Do you want to put some of that in?
Yeah, go for it.
So we're going to put some orange marmalade in here. This sounds really... This sounds really weird, but this soup that we had from there's like an organic market called Mom's. And actually that's what it is. It's Mom's Organic Market. And the soup was so good, but it had like this flavor in it. It was all vegetables. And we were like, what is that? What is that? And Stephen was like, I think it's orange. So we were thinking maybe there was like orange zest in it. But I have this orange marmalade that we've had for a while. So I'm going to throw like a couple spoonfuls of this in here and give it like a little sweetness. It's going to be good because it's got like the sweet potato and the black bean. Did you already put the Worcestershire sauce in?
No, I just got it out.
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
Again, just like a couple little sprinkles of that. And I know, again, we're not measuring anything, but it really is true. Like crock pot cooking, you really put everything in for your own taste. Yep.
You did.
A couple spoonfuls of this orange marmalade.
All right.
Next time we have a cheese night, we can use up the rest of this.
Perfect.
I don't know what that was. I'm not sure. That was fine. I ate a bite of it.
Well, it's really good in the chili. The next time we make the chili, just over it.
Yeah, yeah. I really like the taste of that. It's got like the orange. That specific orange marmalade has like orange peels in it. Really so good. So I guess we're done.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's how quickly. Now, if you have like a family of 4, this could be a whole night of meals. Probably a night plus maybe like 1 or 2 like snacks or something. You could bring it for lunch. It's so healthy. You saw everything we put in there. Literally all just vegetables and spices.
The most unhealthy thing in there is probably the marmalade. And
yeah, and that's one of the ones that's made with only fruit and fruit juice.
Yeah.
So that's our veggie crock pot chili. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put this on high for about like 4 or 5 hours, and then, you can put it on high for like 4 or 5 hours, or you can put it on low for like 8 or 9 hours. We usually put it on and we'll leave it like overnight. Sometimes it does boil over a little bit, no big deal. And then like I said, once it's done, if we're not going to eat it for like a couple of days, we'll put it in the fridge, and then we'll take it out whatever day we're going to have it, and we'll have it like days when we have stuff going on, like after work. Take it out, throw it on for like an hour or 2. It'll warm up really nicely, stir it really good, and you're good to go.
We serve it with Greek yogurt.
Yeah, Greek yogurt over the top.
Usually we get like a nice loaf of like bread.
Yeah. We buy like the bakery bread from.
So right now we have
sourdough
sourdough bread. So this week we'll have it with yogurt and sourdough bread.
Yep.
And usually a side salad too.
And a side salad.
Cool.
And avocado.
And no, that's it.
And that's it.
All right.
And if you're gonna have it on like a cheat night, it's probably gonna be really, really good with like a stout beer.
Yeah, I had that on Friday night with the stout beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
because
good.
it gets like kind of smoky in the sweet potatoes. So, all right, that is our veggie chili.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon. If you liked the video, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Please feel free to comment in the comments below.
Bye, guys.
Bye.